Kendra, thanks. Now to a Fox Carolina investigation. If during the pandemic you've been called or messaged by a fake phone number or even contacted online by someone you don't know asking for money, you're not alone. Experts warn that scams, particularly on social media and involving catfishing and romance, seen a major rise during this time, especially COVID-19. So our story tonight, it involves an online impersonator, an Anderson County woman, and her unlikely partnership with a social media watchdog in California.
Fox Carolina's Matt Kaufax has more on what you need to look out for.
Judy Vaughn tells me it started here on Facebook, where 8 months after losing her late husband, she thought she met the man who would be the next great love of her life. Now, more than a year and thousands of dollars later, she admits it's a little embarrassing, but also says that she's not ashamed because of the new knowledge that she feels empowered with. In 2017, Judy Vaughn's quiet life in Honeypath was struck by tragedy when her husband of nearly 38 years passed away.
And I sit at home all the time with a lot of kids.
8 months after that, she says she met a man on Facebook Messenger. They talked often. Things got romantic. Judy says he even sent her love songs and showered her with compliments.
Every day, just about all day, half the night. And I met, all the time. He didn't tell you, a lot of them tell you they love you right off the bat. No, not him. He didn't tell you that. He was just real nice. It probably took about a year for him to ask me for money.
But eventually, Judy says the request came, asking her to pay his military leave so he could come see her.
So, that was like $4,000.
So it's not like the person just talked to her a few times and then just took money from her. They were putting in lots and lots of time.
David McClellan is the president of Social Catfish, a site based out of California that helps detect internet criminals. He says Judy came to him via YouTube after she got suspicious, but not before the damage was done. How much would you say you spent in total?
Over $10,000.
The information that she had been given, like the phone number, the email address, it was a VoIP phone number, so that's what's called like an internet phone number.
McClellan says Judy isn't alone. Last year, just over $200 million was reported stolen online. He says they're on pace to well exceed that in 2020, mainly due to COVID-19.
People are at home, and so they're surfing on the internet because they're in the privacy of their house. They don't have a manager looking over their shoulder. Also, a lot of people are not going out as much at night.
He says this change, combined with stimulus and unemployment money floating out there, has created the perfect storm.
These scammers, they're getting a gift card from you, and then they go sell it for 80 cents on the dollar.
Judy told us her mystery man almost always requested gift cards. There's no way for her to get the money back now, but she says she's grateful to Social Catfish's help getting out of the situation.
Not to fall for it again. That's the way I feel. If anybody else has been scammed, they need to tell their story. That's the only way it's going to stop it, right?
McClellan says stopping these scams altogether is a long shot, but educating people like they did for Judy is the first step.
There has to be like this accountability across all businesses and all industries, and we all have to really work together to educate people and to stop this.
Matt Kaufax, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.